Hello, vinyl community. This is Randy back today with another video. They said it couldn't be done. The naysayers and the skeptics said he can't possibly find 10 good records for each letter of the alphabet. It was the talk of the vinyl community there. I know that everybody was concerned. And I have to tell you, they were right. I can't find 10 good records for each letter of the alphabet. I have hit a roadblock. J and K. J came close to having 10 good ones. I thought, well, maybe I'll throw in a couple of jazz records or something like that. But then I got to K, and K just wasn't even close to having 10 good ones. So then I thought, well, you know, I'll stick with my original plan of not showing jazz records, of sticking with, you know, rock and roll oriented records. And I'll just combine the two letters. So, yeah, very disappointing, I know. But I guess that's what we'll have to do for the rest of the alphabet. I'll just combine letters if I can't find 10 good ones. I could find 10 J records, but well, you know, I want to show 10 that are memorable, good records that are worth showing. So anyway, so this is gonna be J and K. I've got 10 records here for J and K combined. So anyway, to start with though, the first one for J is Jailbreak by Thin Lizzy. So even though quantity may not be so great, the quality is obviously right there. Jailbreak, one of the all-time great albums. Thin Lizzy's Jailbreak. This is a die-cut sleeve there. What happens is this record, the inner sleeve belongs in there as a kind of like the cartoon drawings, and that comes out. So there's the Thin Lizzy guys breaking out of jail. So yeah, fantastic album. 1976 for this one, I believe. And this is a oh yeah, this is like a British reissue. This is on Vertigo Records. So it's not the Vertigo Swirl, it's the Vertigo Spaceship. And I'm trying to remember what this was on in the United States. I can't remember the label that it was on in the United States. So Thin Lizzy, Phil Lynott, the bass player and singer and the main guy in the band. So this really is truly an all-time great album. The song Jailbreak, Angel from the Coast, really every song. Running Back, Romeo and the Lonely Girl, Warriors. Oh man, Boys Are Back in Town was the huge hit. Cowboy Song, Emerald, Fighter Fall is the last song. Fighter Fall might be the weakest one on the record, but such a great album. Jazz. So I'm not including jazz in my countdown except for this Queen album that's called Jazz. So this is Queen, a UK band from the early 70s right up through the 90s they lasted. This must be about their 6th or 7th album. I'm not really sure. I think probably about 1978 for this one. So Jazz has had the big hit song, Fat Bottom Girls on it. Bicycle Race on here. This is a really good album though. It's not my favorite Queen album. I think Queen 2 is probably my favorite Queen album, but this one is right up there. Fantastic album. So yeah, Don't Stop Me Now, In Only 7 Days, song about going on vacation. So very cool. Here's what the band looked like in 1978. Track listing there on the other side. This is on Elektra Records, but they got their own custom label for this one with the bicyclers riding around the outer edge of that one. It was a very memorable video, I think, for fat bottom girls, of girls riding bicycles naked. Very cool video. John Barleycorn Must Die. Traffic. I did a video a while back of counting down the ranking the Traffic albums, and I think I had this at about 3rd or 4th. But I know that this, for a lot of people, this is their very favorite Traffic album. Fantastic album. This was after Well, they started, I guess, in the mid-'60s with 4 people, then Dave Mason left, and then I guess they broke up for a while, and Steve Winwood was in Blind Faith. Then he started, I think this was going to be a solo album, but then he just ended up working with the other guys from Traffic. So it was the 3 of them, Steve Winwood, Jim Capaldi, and Chris Wood working on this one, just the 3 of them. Fantastic inner gatefold photo. And this mostly, I call this mostly acoustic oriented. Starts out with Glad, then Freedom Rider and Empty Pages. Strange to Himself, John Barleycorn, and Every Mother's Son. Fantastic album. Traffic. That is on United Artists. Johnny Rivers at the Whiskey A Go Go. I always love showing this album because it's just such a fantastic album. So enjoyable. Supposedly it's a live album. I mean, it definitely sounds live, except that some of the people are just so close to the microphone, it just sounds like they're almost on the stage with them. It's incredible. You can see how young Johnny is here. I believe Johnny Rivers is from Louisiana, and he's a really talented guy who played guitar and sang. And I think what he did was a lot of times he just, whatever band was available, they were the ones who backed him. Maybe kind of like Chuck Berry would do when he went on tour. He's got a different band in each city that he went to. But I'm not really sure about this, but this was recorded live, very live at the Whiskey A Go Go, and he's basically just covering, he's just sort of doing some other people's hits and hits of his own. So he does Memphis on here, the Chuck Berry song Memphis, which I think was a big hit for Johnny Rivers. It Wouldn't Happen With Me, Oh Lonesome Me, Lottie Miss Claudie. Does Walking the Dog on here. Brown Eyed Handsome Man, La Bamba, and Twist and Shout. Fantastic live album. It's too bad it doesn't have some of his hits on here, like Mountain of Love, but I've got those on separate albums, so yeah, this probably came out before he had those hit songs. On Imperial Records. Fantastic. Joy of a Toy. Kevin Ayers. Kevin Ayers was originally in Soft Machine. He was part of the 4-man Soft Machine. Then David Allen left and they were 3-man Soft Machine. They put out that first album, which was just called Soft Machine. I'm pretty sure that was the only one that Kevin Ayers stuck around for. After that, he went solo. But all those guys, Robert Wyatt works on this very heavily. And also Mike Ratledge and Hugh Hopper, the other guys from Soft Machine, work on this album a lot. So I showed this album not too long ago. And this is a very unusual album. It's really not like any other rock and roll albums. The songs are kind of oriented towards, well, I'm not sure what they are, pop music, I guess. So really outstanding. And then some of it gets to be a little bit psychedelic sounding, like Girl on a Swing, for instance. So Kevin Ayers, Joy of a Toy. It's on Parlophone Records. And this is my last J, is going to be the album July. This is a self-titled album. I just noticed on the back here it says Major Minor, but I think the name of this album is just July. That's all it says on the spine, is July. So I think this fits in with the J's. So July is a psychedelic British band from the late 60s, I believe. And this one is really fantastic. Yeah, I mean, one of the things about this album that I like about it, this is a 2014 reissue on Parlophone, is that there are no throwaway songs on here. They're all good songs. They're all psychedelic sounding, and really very cool. Very cool album. So there were no hit songs on here though, or anything like that. This is on colored vinyl. Major Minor, I guess, must be the record label. Must be the reissue label for this. It looks like this is a mono reissue, so cool looking record. So on to the K's. Kaboom! Charles Walker and the Dynamites. Kaboom! This came out in 2007. This band is, I would say they're sort of a precursor to Charles Durand and the Indications, or even I'm having trouble remembering the name of the other bands they remind me of. But this came just a little bit before those bands hit it big in the mid 2010s. So Charles Walker is the singer, and then the Dynamites are, as you can see, a large band with horns and everything. So this is very much a rhythm and blues type record. Here's the track listing for this. Charles Walker and the Dynamites. That is on Out of Sight Records. Out of Sight Records. Kilimanjaro by the Teardrop Explodes. Teardrop Explodes, a band that I always associate with Echo and the Bunnymen. I think they came from the same area of England there. They were both getting started, I think, at about the same time. And their sound is very similar, kind of psychedelic pop, I think is how you would describe this music. Julian Cope is the main guy in the band, and he went on to do have a great solo career. So, Teardrop Explodes, Reward might have gotten a little bit of radio play, maybe. This band really, I mean, in the United States, I think they weren't really well known. They may have been somewhat better known in the UK. It's on Mercury Records. Killing Joke, another UK band. This is their first album. Extremely cool looking inner gatefold with this guy over here in the corner looking at everything that's going on. I think when I first heard the Ministry, I thought, wow, they must have really been listening to Killing Joke. So yeah, very. It's, I guess you'd call it heavy. Well, it's not heavy metal exactly, but it's like heavy rock and roll or hard rock. Extremely cool sounding record. A little bit harsh at times. Killing Joke. Fantastic band. This is on EG Records. An album that was released in England under the name Killing Machine. In the United States, this record by Judas Priest was released under the name Hell Bent for Leather. But this is a British reissue of Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab reissue from just a few years ago. Judas Priest, one of the, I guess, were they the new wave of British heavy metal? Or were they just before the new wave started? I'm not quite sure about that. You can see that Rod Halford has a full head of hair there. And KK Downing and Glenn Tipton here, the dual lead guitars. Incredible band. This starts out with Delivering the Goods, which might be my favorite Judas Priest song. Such an incredible song, Delivering the Goods. Hell Bent for Leather on here, of course. They do a cover of Fleetwood Mac's The Green Manalishi. So, Killing Machine. Judas Priest. This is on a Mobile Fidelity label. And the last one that I have for you, I think it's added up to 11. It's sort of got a bonus here since I'm doing 2 letters. So this is Knife by Aztec Camera. Aztec Camera, a 4-man band from once again from the UK, very heavily UK oriented on this J and K letters. And I would definitely call this pop music, light pop. Really enjoyable. There's the three guys who were in the band, and there's Roddy Frame, who was the main guy. I think he wrote the songs, played guitar, and did the singing. So, lyrics there on this one. Knife. And I think that here's what the label looks like. Sire Records. And once again, in the United States, I don't think this was played too much, but I think maybe backwards and forwards could possibly have been, maybe got a little bit of radio play. And, you know, Still on Fire, the very first song. So, Aztec Camera, Knife. So that's it for J and K. I did a little bit of scouting for L, and for L, there's plenty of good choices, so there won't be any. I won't be combining two letters for that one. And I once again forgot to display this record that we're hearing in the background is James Brown again. This time it's James Brown plays James Brown. So James Brown was an organist. And that's what he's doing on this record, is playing the organ. It's an instrumental record. So, yep. So that's it. That's it for J and K. I also meant to mention in the last video that several other people have been following along with this thread. So Scott Spinner 1, Chris Kibler, Balding Boomer, and Culture Fan Dave have all been doing some videos for this thread, doing the letters. So yeah, they've had some really good videos, and really hasn't been much repetition of the same record, so it's been very cool. So check out their videos if you get a chance, and let me know which J and K letters I should have included here, but forgot about or didn't have. And yeah, I guess that's it. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Thanks very much for watching.